There are several issues that is currently happening in Indonesia right now. Many news report issue that Indonesia has introduced a bill that would include a rehabilitation camp for LGBTQ people. This hateful and ignorant bill is a rough attempt to insult and torture people for their sexual orientation and gender identity. This bill continues to harsh stereotype, spread outright lies about LGBT people, and is a ruthless violation of civilizations and basic human morality. But this bill is more than just a policy or law. This is a gruesome and inhuman attempt to separate LGBT people from society at large and remove them from public life. Homosexuality in Indonesia is generally considered a taboo topic by Indonesian civil society and the government itself. Indonesia is currently considering a family resilience bill proposing a law that defines homosexuality as a form of sexual deviations. The gay and lesbian movement in Indonesia is one of the oldest and largest in Southeast Asia. Gay rights activism in Indonesia dated back to 1982 when the first gay rights interest group were founded in Indonesia, Lambda Indonesia its name, and other similar organizations emerged in the late 80s and the 90s. Homosexuality is also almost never recorded or described in Indonesia history. A rare example in the 18th century report of claimed homosexuality of Arya Purbaya, an official at the Mataram court. Although it is unclear whether this is based on the truth or just a rumor that would humiliate him, we don't know yet. Nearly 90% of Indonesians who understand the term LGBT feel threatened by the community and believe their religious prohibits same-sex relations. The new criminal code proposed in Indonesia punishing same-sex couple up to 1 year in prison and unmarried couple living together for 6 months. On the other hand, the Family Resilience Bill, the bill would have LGBTQ citizens report to government around rehabilitation center for treatment, also known as conversion therapy. The practice is widely denied form of psychological torture purposely to change a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. The problem of the bill is just Indonesia's latest crackdown on its LGBTQ community, which has worsened in recent years. In 2017, Jakarta founded an LGBTQ police force. The government banned all LGBTQ TV content. The country tried to shut down an international LGBT sporting event, and one region arrested 12 transgender women and shaved their heads to make them look like a man. LGBT people have faced increasing hostility and intolerance, including attack and discriminations. In early 2016, LGBT groups and activists in Indonesia faced fierce opposition, homophobic attack, and hate speech, even by the Indonesian authorities. In 2002, the Indonesian government granted Aceh province the right to introduce Islamic Sharia law that criminalized homosexuality, even if only for the Muslim populations. In September 2014, Aceh passed a Sharia-based anti-homosexuality law that punishes anyone caught in engaging in a gay sex with 100 lashes. The law was enacted at the end of 2015. Gay in prison often experience sexual harassment because of their sexual orientations and often fail to report it due to trauma and fear of being sent back to prison to suffer further abuses. Yogyakarta, Indonesia hosted a 2006 meeting on LGBT rights which resulted in the Yogyakarta Principle on the application of international human rights law in relation to sexual orientation and gender identity. However, until 2019, there was no law protecting Indonesian citizens from discriminations or harassments based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. On the other hand, government agencies are slowly starting to implement anti-discrimination policies. In these issues, a lot of Indonesians activists are trying to process this issue to protest outside of the government office to try to prevent this issue even further.